הקצה, יש קווים מסוימים באופי שלי או יכולות מסוימות, לעשות פשוט קליקים של תיקון, כאילו יש תוכנה שאני יודע לתקן. ממש ככה. כתוב נשמת אדם.
It is written, one soul shall teach one. The way to spirituality is individual, and it is impossible to put any pressure here or convince and somehow help, except if he's willing, except giving some room, make room for development. So we just have to show such a person that suddenly, well, seemingly false, that we are like that. You want it? Go, please. Otherwise, look for a different place. And that person should look. I get many people every day. They come to me with many questions of the sort, what do we do next? What do you do next? I don't know. Take a book. See if it's for you. Maybe it's not. In the meantime, maybe you still have to roam around and, I don't know, ripen some other way. You want to examine yourself more truthfully. Start studying a little bit. Take classes. There are phases. You can help. There are places, as Baruch Ashlag writes in the article of freedom, the only choice is in choosing the environment. Either we choose an external environment or some other groups in our society. You can go into groups where they study all kinds of Eastern teachings or whatever, economy. There are many such societies. You choose your own environment. Before you read all these books and know all these things, can you do what is right? It is written that your soul will teach you. I cannot put my heart, my head, my experience into you. And I shouldn't. You have to go your own way. Each person should look for his own God. His own God. And there's no coercion in spirituality. Yeah, the real upbringing is to leave a person free. And then we slowly become wiser. You can ask people who have been here for years that I never pull anyone or never force anyone to be here in any way. If they want help, well, we'll tell them, well, you know, if you want, you can come in here and be like everyone else. If not, you may go. It is completely free. You have to evolve through the elements and forces. It's something we call oshimot that you have. The society has to be like a womb. Give you livelihood, sustenance. But the growth is up to you. Each soul is so different to another that there's not a single Kabbalist who can tend to another soul, knowing every detail in it, because for that we have to be at the end of correction, and after the end of correction there are such degrees where everyone bonds with complete knowledge of the other, as one body in the roots. But that's impossible. And from there you see how much it is really impossible for us to permeate one another. That's why in society there's also something called humbleness, meaning that we have to develop ourselves in a way that it doesn't interfere with others, and not letting others get hold of us, give each other the evil eye, because we're not corrected yet. So we have to protect ourselves too. But it is basically in order to allow us completely free development. You just have to put in the fuel, and then we have to advance on our own. If I say something to someone or if I yell at him, it is either because they harm society or they're inactive. But we can't tell someone to do this or that. In spirituality, it's forbidden. So don't wait for us to tell you what to do. That's it. If you want to come, you may come. If not, you can look for another place. When I asked my rabbi, it was also the same. After a few months, I looked for him for 4 years until I reached him. I went to many places. That was in 75, 6, 7, 8. I came to him in 79. So there were many people, there aren't many people you can still ask. Most of them have went. In our generation, there's nowhere to go. Then it was still possible to find others. So when I came to him after a few months, I said, well, what next? How do I know if I found the right place or not? He said, go look. After 2 days, I wanted to play with him. After 2 days, I told him, I found someone in Chulon, another city, who teaches Kabbalah. Oh, go and see. I went, came back to him, we talked. I tested his approach to it. That's the answer. You should always ask if you're in the right place or not. If it is right, then do what you must. If it is wrong, leave and get out of the way, because you'll harm yourself, and why do you want to be in the wrong place? Why would you want to be there? So it's something you should always ask. Is my place the right place? If it is, do what you must. If not, leave. It's good to be decisive.